Woman who saw someone kill a man during their first date is calling the crime senseless. She says there was a comment about the presidential election before gunfire killed her date.
Mormon made a comment about voting for Donald Trump, and then the shooter pulled out a gun.
I can't believe what I was doing election night, buddy. And I can show you what I was doing election night. I was having sex with a porn star. You want to see the videos? Prove you're wrong. See, you're wrong about it.
Of course you don't like Donald Trump. Donald Trump represents America. You people are assholes.
Welcome to downtown Portland, the Gomorrah of America. You are witnessing Christians preaching in the middle of the madness, and it confirms the Luciferian connection brought to light in the wake of the spirit-cooking revelations. What you are witnessing is not your imagination. Truly, evil walks the streets in our cities, and it wants your soul.
And I hope and pray that you... Well, that's what you do to babies, huh?
Yeah, I love it.
You love it, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I hope that you come to Christ, sir.
Oh, I never go to Christ.
I hope that you come to Christ,
No,
sir.
I don't go to Christ.
Yeah,
I don't listen to Christ.
You will have a darkened heart, sir.
I do have a darkened heart. Yeah.
You have a darkened heart.
I do, very, very much so.
And you will stand before God in judgment day.
Yes, I will. Every day.
You will stand before God in judgment
Yes,
day.
I will. Every day.
All of the babies that
I
you
love
have
it.
killed.
I love it.
Yeah, keep tearing the babies
Yeah,
apart.
I will.
Keep tearing the babies
I
apart.
will.
And if you're looking at the signs of the times, you're looking at what this guy's flashing at you right now. You relate that to the spirit cooking and to the Georgia Guidestones, to the CERN activity, to the Twilight Zone. This recent Podesta leak on spirit cooking has people concerned. What is spirit cooking?
We share your sorrow. We share your pain.
Spirit cooking is cannibalism mixed in with black magic. And why should you care? Well, John Podesta cares, and he's in charge of the Hillary campaign. It confirms recent reports that Hillary and the gang are heavily involved in occult activity. And while most Democrats are aware of what spirit cooking is, most Republicans were shocked to learn of the depravity, of the debauchery. This brings new definition to the word evil, and this trend is more widespread than you might think. Entire urban cultures are centered around spirit cooking. The woman that coined this expression, Marina Abramovich, is close friends with not only John Podesta, but Jay-Z, Beyonce, and many other A-listers as well. The same A-listers that are endorsing Hillary. These cult members not only run our politics, they not only run our entertainment, but they're in charge of most of the corporations as well. And they're looking at you like you're the cattle. Moo, cow, guess who's for dinner? Children and infants for starters. And the murder and mayhem doesn't stop there. When they're not killing children for sport, they're molesting teenagers, raping women, practicing lies in the open. They're running for office, they run the country, and they want your soul. They live in a world where wicked is good and where good is evil. And they see you as the enemy. They feed you GMOs. They fluoridate your water. They mandate toxic vaccines. They engage us in endless wars, and then they tell you to shelter in place. What you've been suspecting over the years is not your imagination. We repeat, what you have been suspecting over the years is not your imagination. Monsters do exist, and they run our country. And they have an agenda. It's right there on the Georgia Guidestones. It's right there in their Luciferian after-school program. It's right there on the television. Every anti-Christian show you've ever seen is pushing their agenda. You are their slave, Neo. You were born into a matrix, into a prison for your mind. A prison that you can't taste or touch or smell. And they come on television and they reinforce their indoctrination. They sell you lies because they're in it together like a bunch of Charlie Manson groupies. Have you ever wondered why serial killers get tons of fan mail? There are more cult members out there than you can imagine. Have you ever wondered why Hillary Clinton has escaped prosecution? It's because there's more cult members out there than you can possibly imagine. And they're in it together like a bunch of Charlie Manson groupies. Just pretend for a second that you understand the following fact. The people that run our government, the people that show up on television, they're not there by chance. They're there because they're Luciferians. This is not our imagination. This is an observation. So you have to ask yourself, do you want to be ruled by a bunch of cult members? Do you want devil worshippers telling you what to do?
You voted Trump! You voted Trump! Oh, yeah! Yeah, you voted Trump! Yeah! Beat his ass!
We are a nation under judgment.
Welcome to stage 1 of the zombie apocalypse. It's been long theorized that controlled substances can bring people closer to the spirit world. Sometimes, however, what comes out of that experience isn't what you'd expect. And right now, our society is being plagued, dominated by an epidemic of controlled substances. In the 1970s, people were talking about peace and love, but nowadays people are coming back from bad trips and total psychosis. The number of overdoses are up, as are the cases of total zombification, i.e. demonic possession. The dark side opens people up to such possessions through lack of faith and environmental conditions. And while this isn't so much an issue with people of faith or orthodox practitioners, if your foundation is public education, if your dogma is militant atheism, substances like bath salts or flakka can be the ingredient that pushes you over the edge, an edge that you will never come back from. Weaponized substances such as bath salts and spice are being mixed into just about everything these days. E-cigarettes, chocolates, party drugs, with the intended purpose of fucking you up permanently. These are not the days to be experimenting with new things. These are not the days to be a party kid. Nefarious agendas are at play, and just about everything out there these days is being spiked with chemicals to do you in. This recent craze of legal highs, for example, has become epidemic in proportion. Coupled with the outbreak of pharmaceutical abuse, heroin abuse, meth abuse, this all has the potential to doom an entire generation like never before. Our message is clear. Don't be a guinea pig. Whatever is out there circulating on the streets these days is experimental in nature. Cities are receiving experimental batches so that the effects can be recorded and analyzed. Now, we'd like to think that most of you out there have the common sense to avoid these types of substances. But if not, let this be a fair warning to you. If what you're into is not 100% natural, if your surroundings and mental state is not 100% positive, whatever you're thinking about is not worth the experimentation. Even alcohol has the potential of channeling in evil spirits. If you go to a liquor store in British English societies, hard liquor is called spirits, and it's called spirits for a very good reason. Again, these are gateway substances, and when they're added to the atheist psyche, anything is possible. If you've ever seen somebody turn bright red while drinking, you're basically watching demonic forces take over. Most times, the affected individuals are unaware, and while most of us dismiss their drunken behavior as simply being drunken behavior, there is something else going on. The dark side is constantly trying to induce what's called mutation by design. It's the main reason why everything you buy is laced with chemical or unnatural substances. They call the food GMOs, with the intended purpose of changing the composition of people from a natural state to an unnatural state, from a natural vibration to an unnatural vibration. And while this gets into the metaphysics of the world at large, what you're seeing here isn't natural, it isn't safe, and it isn't just psychosis. It's what happens when you stare into the abyss, and when the abyss stares back.
You guys stole it! You guys stole it!
Aren't you trying to take it off?
No, somebody stole it. You don't like your flag?
I don't like the
You don't like the U.S. flag?
Where's the peaceful protest? Where's the peaceful protest? Where's the peaceful protest? Who's standing up for peaceful protest?
People, how you feel? Go get a job and be peaceful.
I don't know why you protest because you know that would make people angry. And you're trying to do that to be mad.
Listen.
You like scaring innocent people? You like hurting innocent people? You like
We are a peace. Be peaceful. Be peaceful.
No, let's just explain one policy.
You're supposed to scare them?
One
peaceful.
No, get him shit!
No,
fucking don't lie, you're surrounded, huh?
one policy. No, we need to go one policy. No.
Fuck, you're sick. You fear for your life, you can go through.
Go. Wait, one policy.
Google is cracking down on bogus news that is surfacing on the web. It is banning sites peddling fake news.
But like you heard this man, very passionate about the idea. He doesn't want Hillary to stop.
Yeah, Ryan, you know I used to live there, and I know that guy. That's John Gurkovic. He actually went to Africa with me as a cameraman. But anyway, that's another story. All right, thank you, John. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Facebook and Google are combating a problem that's trending. Fake headlines.
I want to apologize. I said I was traveling in an aircraft that was hit by RPG fire. I was instead in a following aircraft.
Google and Facebook report they're trying to crack down now on fake news.
Ashley Banfield from a parking lot in Phoenix reporting via satellite with Nancy Grace, who seemed to be in the same parking lot in Phoenix. I'm basing that, of course, on the fact that the cars that are passing by Ashley Banfield's location box also appear to be passing.
Two internet giants, Google and Facebook, have announced they are cracking down on so-called fake news.
Jane, what more can you tell us about the Salomon Brothers building and its collapse?
Well, only really what you already know. Details are very, very sketchy. As you can see behind me, the Trade Center appears to be still burning. We see these huge clouds of smoke and ash, and we know that behind that there's an empty piece of what was a very familiar New York skyline. 1,500 people are being treated.
Possible effect on the election after fake news stories trended online. Facebook and Google are now reportedly taking steps to curb those sites.
Right now, we have Hillary's about a 75 or an 80% favorite. We have different versions of the forecast you can look at.
The poll has Hillary Clinton up by double digits nationally, 12 points, 50 to 38, a four-way race.
Clinton leading in Florida, Clinton leading in North Carolina, Clinton leading in Ohio, Clinton leading in Nevada. I could go on and on and on.
In the week since the election, Facebook and Google have come under fire for their supposed role in spreading fake news throughout the election. Now, both companies are making changes to stop this spread of false information.
After faking a news conference, instead of facing the usual grilling from journalists, the Emergency Management Agency had its own employees, you see them sitting down right there, pretend to be reporters and ask the questions.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny's step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny's step this year.
Economic factors may take some spring out of the Easter Bunny.
How do you respond to the fact that Donald Trump has just been elected president of the United States? What do you think it means?
Well, we have a lot of work to do.
Just check the guy on the left, middle left, the copper behind the car. He walks around, bends down, and bang, 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 bang. He's shooting behind all the other cops. What? Can someone tell me what? Watch him again. There he is. It goes around, bends down, then all of a sudden you'll see the smoke coming out. He's actually shooting from about 10 metres behind everyone else. What is he shooting through all the other cops? It just proves it's all fake.
You may smell some of the fumes from
its Navy can move in and out of. And on top of that, and I'll remind you again, this
It's Cyber Monday, a day on the retail calendar that can be enjoyed from a desk or the couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or a couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or maybe the couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or the couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or the couch.
Enjoyed from the desk or even the couch.
Enjoyed from a desk or the couch.
From a desk or the couch. From a desk or the couch.
From a desk or a couch.
From a desk or your couch. From the desk or the couch. From your desk or the couch.